journey is also, important. So from a technology standpoint, I mean, what technology tools and capabilities must freight brokers, have in the digital transformation backpack?
That's the most important thing is the technology there, right? But I think Jim covered the processes, people, the two other big important parts of this journey. Now, when you evaluate technology, I think the first and foremost thing is for a digital platform. Um, there's a lot of noise. We live in a space, where there are a lot of buzzwords now. Jim's smiling at it because he's probably heard a lot more in this journey, and we spoke about it quite a few times. A lot of buzzwords. I think we got to really be able to take away the noise away and focus on what is the true value of a digital platform. So in my viewpoint, I think a digital platform is one that has real information, not a lot of noise. So typically the biggest concerning thing in transportation in our segment is every system has a lot of noise that most of the companies like Jim's company, as they are growing bigger and bigger, they have to fight and weed out all this noise, not having real loads, not having where the trucks are actually available or where the truck is when you're using the visibility, or not getting the documents back on time, like 4 or 5 days or maybe weeks. Right? We're dealing with stale and noise. So a digital platform is one that has true information, real-time information. The second part is digital platforms should have the live connectivity. So when you are a broker, you need to be able to connect with the carrier on a live connection. That is the most powerful thing, as opposed to, let's say if I send an email, I don't know if you got it or if you're reading it. That's the reason why people are, using, text messages. And now we're going into, I can see when you saw my text, right? Kind of a thing. That live connection is what makes, because these are not one-off conversations. When a broker gives a load to the carrier, it's not about, hey, here is a load, deal with it. There's load, more has to come back. Have you arrived? Have you picked up this load? What's the weight of the load? What's the bill of lading? Can I get the document back so that I can process my information with the shipper? All of it is tied. So that live connection, if a platform doesn't have these two, then they're just basically, just noise in the space, because they're adding to the troubles here. They're taking us away from that. So when brokers are evaluating, these are the two things that they should look at. Oftentimes we live in a space because brokers aggregate the long tail of carriers. Mobile technologies have a huge value or impact in this, because they are very easy for the carriers to carry around.
I love what you said there, and I think you're right. I mean, sometimes, we live in an era right now where we're probably generating more data and have access to more data than ever before. But sometimes a lot of that data could be just noise or distracting. And unless you're able to, convert that data into insights, it's not that much value. And unless you're able to get rid of the data that is not adding any value, to simplify, what you're looking at and what you need, I think that's critically important as well. And I think, when you talk about kind of looking at it from the life cycle standpoint, the end-to-end, perspective, and being able to streamline, automate, across the board, I think that's important too, as opposed to kind of just, in a very ad hoc or point manner.